Once the damage becomes infected, it will be tougher to treat, but neither Jose nor I can persuade him. I was just thinking of calling to check on you and see if maybe you could try to talk to him if you were awake. Dr. Dexter always listens to you." When Zoe heard what Ramona said, it filled her with fear and trepidation. Her mind was in a daze. Blaine needed help, but wasn't letting anyone near him. After what happened earlier, would Zoe still have the ability to convince him of anything? After hanging up, she didn't even have to think about what to do. She knew she'd have to try to convince him. Zoe returned to her room, put on her clothes, and grabbed her purse. "Zoe, what are you doing? You just woke up. It's late. Where are you going? You'll make yourself sicker." Gloria chased after her and shouted, "Mom, I'm fine. I have something urgent to do. Don't worry. I'll be back soon," Zoe said as she grabbed the soup from her mother's hand. She quickly gulped it all down. "Drink slowly. It's still hot. Slow down, slow down. Whatever is so urgent, it's not worth risking your health," Gloria shouted anxiously by her side. Zoe had already finished and handed the mug to Gloria. "Mom, thank you. I'll be back soon." Zoe rushed out the door to go to Blaine's house. She felt a chill down her spine when she thought of the blood on his back. Seeing Ramona must have driven her home in her car, Zoe hopped in and quickly drove to Blaine's penthouse. It felt like Zoe got stuck behind every slow driver and that she hit every red light along the way. When she finally arrived at Blaine's building, Zoe sprinted up to the front entrance and began pressing his doorbell crazily. As Zoe feared, Blaine didn't answer. She pressed the buzzer over and over. She knew Blaine was angry with her, but she didn't care if he yelled at her. She needed to make sure he was okay and got help. Blaine stared at Zoe's anxious face on the video monitor. His chest felt like it was being squeezed by something, making it hard for him to breathe. The faint pain in his chest caused his pupils to constrict. If she didn't love him, why was she here? Why keep giving Blaine mixed signals only to tell him he had misunderstood her intentions towards him again and again? Blaine raised his hand, ready to turn off the monitor, before stopping abruptly. Zoe suddenly held up a small notebook and stuck it in front of the monitor. She held the book in front of her face, revealing only her eyes. Zoe looked at the monitor imploringly, trying not to arouse any sympathy. The notebook contained 2 big words: "I'm sorry." Blaine frowned. His dark eyes narrowed and his face was still as cold as ice. "Sorry? Huh." Blaine sneered. She didn't love him, so why feel sorry for him? He watched on the monitor as Zoe lowered her head again and scribbled something in her notebook. She quickly raised her hand and placed the notebook in front of the monitor. "Let me come in and look at your injuries." Before Blaine could react, Zoe lowered her head and started writing furiously in her notebook again. "I apologize for the nasty words I said to you. Please don't ignore your health because of me." Blaine pushed the talk button. His cold voice came through the microphone and seeped into Zoe's ears. "Zoe, you place too much stock in your importance. I was already stupid enough to walk 2 hours just for a phone call. I've learned my lesson." Blaine sneered at her. "Zoe, you don't hold that much weight in my heart." His words were like a slap in Zoe's face, and she gasped for breath. However, it made her guilty heart feel better. Didn't this mean he'd sought treatment? "Then, your injuries?" Zoe bit her lips and asked him. Blaine's tone didn't change at all. He had returned to the cold, emotionless Blaine and had once again built a barrier over his heart. "I'm a doctor, and I know better than anyone else the condition of my body. I don't need you to meddle in my business." After saying that, with a harsh click, he mercilessly hung up the phone. He turned off the monitor and even removed the battery from the doorbell. He completely sealed himself off from the world, not allowing anyone to disturb him, especially Zoe. After hearing his voice, Zoe felt relieved. She heaved a sigh of relief, but at the same time, her heart felt completely hollow. This empty feeling didn't feel good at all. After that night, the 2 of them didn't see each other for several days. Blaine had broken Zoe's phone and neither reached out to the other. They seemed to have lost their connection. Blaine was at the hospital, walking towards the emergency room with his hands in the pockets of his white coat when he saw Zoe running towards him. "Blaine! Blaine!" Blaine glanced at Zoe indifferently, but he didn't seem to have any intention of stopping. "I'm swamped. I don't have time to talk right now." "No!" Zoe stretched out her hand to stop him. With a panicked expression, she pleaded, "Blaine, please, I'm begging you. You have to help my mom." When Blaine heard this, he suddenly stopped and turned to look at Zoe. His brow deeply creased and he asked, "What happened?" Zoe was relieved when she saw that he was willing to listen to her and hurriedly said, 2 days ago, my mom complained she had a migraine, but it didn't go away. I convinced her to go to our local urgent care last night when she complained of dizziness. They sent her for x-rays and they found..." Zoe paused, her voice cracking. "They found a tumor in her brain. It's malignant. Cancer. And the tumor is operable, but in a difficult position. Will you please examine her?" Zoe was completely agitated and practically in tears as she begged him. "Okay, calm down first," Blaine told her. Blaine took a notebook from his pocket and quickly wrote down a number. Then he tore it off and passed it to Zoe. "Give this number to the nurses stationed in the ER and tell them that I gave it to you. Bring your mother to the ER when the afternoon break comes," Blaine told her calmly. "In addition," Blaine paused and looked at the worried Zoe before continuing. "Don't worry, this is what I do. If it's operable, it doesn't matter where the tumor is. I can help her."
Hi, Zoe here. If you are wondering what happens next, then download the Pocket FM app and listen to the exciting episodes of Rekindled Heartache now.